Lisa asked, hey, what are all those doodads on the psalm on the back of the Around the Word worship page? Great question, Lisa. Here's the answer. First, though, what is Around the Word devotion? Around the Word I help a group of pastors with this thing. You can get them in two ways. You can get this PDF printout, which we send out every week, or you can get it daily. I'll put the links below. It's completely free. So, and this is great. And the way it's outlined is you have, it's outlined from Luther's small catechism, how he says we should pray. So the Lord's name, the creed, the Lord's prayer, the morning and evening prayer, that first page stays the same. And then on the back page, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you have the stuff that comes from the week. So a psalm, a verse, points you to the inside here, the prayer of the week, a time for prayer for ourselves and others, and then it ends with the hymn that fits with the theme of the week and a couple of stanzas from the hymn. And then look at this on the inside. You've got the theme of the week there. And then you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something for every day. It's got a little theme, a little Bible passage, and a little paragraph written by some great pastors. For example, this week was written by Sean Kilgo, so most weeks are written by great... Sean's great. Anyhow, on the back, it has this psalm there, and it has some funny punctuation marks. You'll see that it has a little dash there, a little asterisk there, and then it's indented, and it has the dash there as well. Well, this is a setup. The church has been chanting the Psalms forever and ever and ever. And this is a setup that I'm not sure exactly who cooked it up, but we've been using it in the last couple of hymnals. And so you'll notice, for example, if you get the LSB, that the Psalms are all pointed that way. That's called the pointing. And I think they even have names. This is probably called the flex and this sort of thing. And they're meant to go with these psalm tones. Now, I looked, and I cannot find anywhere on the internet that has these tones that you could print out. So my suggestion is to go to church and just ask the pastor to make a copy of this page in the new hymnal. It's XXVI. You pronounce it XV. And it has the different tones there, and you could just pluck it out on the piano and this sort of thing. Now, the way that you do it, just put this in front of my face, it'll be better. You have the chant tone there, and so that note that has the lines on either side of it is the note that you use for chanting the line. And then once you get to that flex, you end this way, and then you go to the next line, and you go like that. So, so you have two parts of the psalm. You have the first verse and the second verse, and so you chant all along like this until you get to the flex, and then you change it, and then da, da, da. So for da 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 da. Now I can't do this. It gives me a mirror image. That would be like a miracle to do it. So something like this: have respect to your covenant, O Lord. Oh, do not let the oppressed return ashamed. So that's how to sing that psalm as well. Arise, O God, plead your own cause. Do not forget the voice of your enemies. That's the way to sing the song, if you like to do it. And you can try the different tunes. They have different sounds and things like this. So the recommendation is get that thing there, and then you can pluck it out on the piano, and you can sing these things together if you like. There you go. Lisa, thanks for the question. Fantastic. Stay to the end, which means you want more. You'll like this video. That one's not too bad. And if you're future-oriented, click the subscribe button there. Stay in touch with what's going on. And don't forget to look at the bookstore below. Almost everything there is free. We've got a bunch of these Luther reprints, some Bible study anthologies, some of these old classic treasures you can download. It's all for you. See you soon.